All right, it is February the 4th, and it is time for an update on the garden. So let's take a tour and see how we have come along. So I put one truckload of dirt in my wife's flower bed, and then I put another truckload of dirt in my garden in one raised bed that I built, and also in several of these hay bale planters. So that was about 2 tons, 2.5 tons of dirt that I put into the garden, topsoil. And I mixed with that some mulch that I had, or not mulch, compost that I had from the chicken coop and from various things. I still got some compost left that I'm going to be using. But these hay bales I've been conditioning now for almost 2 weeks. I think I've got one more day on them, and they have really progressed nicely. Very proud of them. Very happy with the way that's turning out. They were very compact when I started, very dense and hard to drive a stake into. But after 2 weeks of watering and treatments from fertilizer, compost, and other things, it's really starting to feel good. Very loose inside and opening up. So it's got plenty of time before it's time to plant to become nice and fertile, nice and nutrient rich, and I'm hoping that it's going to do really well. I'm going to plant watermelon on the inside or cantaloupe on the inside, and the outside I'm going to do beans, sweet potatoes, and maybe some winter squash, maybe some peppers. I have onions growing, onions and garlic. This is garlic, I think. This is garlic that's growing here. And I've still got some cabbage left over from the fall, and hoping that it really starts to take off when the weather warms up. Collards, kale. So all of that is growing still. Over here, more onion and garlic and lettuce left over from last season. Some broccoli, still giving me some side shoots. Looks pretty rough, but still giving me side shoots. I'll probably pull it up after a while. Kale still growing. I got one planter here ready. Cabbage in here that hopefully will take off. In here we've still got some collards, a little bit of scraggly looking kale. We'll see what happens with it. And more kale there. Onion over here that will be growing until late spring. In this bed that I made, I will be planting peanuts. That's my my ultimate goal, is to plant peanuts in this. So I made this soil, added some sand to it, trying to get it because peanuts prefer a loamy soil, sandy soil, and soil around my area is mostly clay based. So I tried to add some sand to that. But it's not time to plant peanuts. Peanuts don't go in until mid-April, maybe early May. So in the meantime, I have planted snow peas, and they haven't come up yet. Just put in the seeds this week, and I debated about whether to put those seeds in there or not, but reading online, I was just thinking, well, because we're about to have a really cold, we're in the middle of a cold spell right now, but it's going to get really cold this weekend, may even snow. And so I was thinking, well, I'll wait until after, even though snow peas are supposed to be planted in February in my area, zone A, zone 7A. I said, well, I'll wait until after the snow. And then I was reading online about it, and it said, even if you're expecting snow, go ahead and plant them because they love it. So we'll see. Never planted snow peas before. We'll see what happens. They are in the ground now, and I've been watering them every day. I think I planted them on Tuesday, and it's Thursday now, so they haven't had much time at all. But hopefully they'll come up. And then also in this bed, I will be planting cabbage, lettuce, radishes. Definitely do radishes and carrots in it. Maybe maybe a head or two of cabbage, but I'll probably be doing the cabbages and things like this. Ultimately, I'm going to be doing cucumbers and tomatoes in these planters, but I've got time. I've got 3 up there, I've got 2 over there, I have 3 down here, and then 1 more there. So I'll get plenty of these, and I want to make use of them before the warmer months get here. I want to get some use out of those as well. I also have this line of hay bales here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do in that yet. This one on the end is a little bit janky. It's kind of warped. It's not holding together real well. I don't know if it's going to survive or not, but these 2 definitely. Then down here I've got 2 more hay bale planters. Chicken coop over there. And off in the distance, can you see I've got 4 hay bale planters out there. So they're all getting close to being conditioned. I need to check my notes again and see, now that it's been 2 weeks and I've been conditioning those bales, what do I do between now and the time that I plant? Because I don't think I'm really ready to plant in those hay bales yet. The things I want to plant in them, it's too cold for that. So I got plenty of time. I may plant something else just to use the space, make use of the space before I get to my main goal. But we shall see. We shall see. And let me take you inside and I'll show you what I've got happening in there. In here, I have my seedlings, or my starter tray. I don't have seedlings yet, but I'm trying to get this stuff started in here. I've got some lettuce. I've got lettuce, lettuce, cabbage, marigolds, nasturtiums, and sunflowers. And so we're seeing if we can get these started, get them established and growing, and then I'll transplant them outside. So I've been working on that, and this thing here is very interesting. It's a soil probe that goes into the soil and tells you what temperature soil is. That goes over here to a thermostat that controls a heating pad that is underneath the seedling, which is supposed to help keep the soil at about 70 degrees, which is a good average for all of these different plants that I have inside. And that's supposed to help the seeds germinate. Keeps them warm, keep them moist, and let them germinate. And then I will put a grow light over it along with the window sun, and hopefully that will be enough to get them going good. I'll raise them up to good strong plants, and then I'll put them outside. Never done that before, so we'll see how that goes. I have received these seeds today. These came from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, and I ordered from them because, well, I wanted to try these varieties and see if I could get them to grow. Um, this is Candy Roaster, North Carolina, or North Candy Roaster, North Georgia. It's a winter squash, a sweet winter squash that's supposed to taste really good. It's native to this area, and it also is supposed to be able to keep for up to a year. And so I thought that would be good. Next winter we'll have winter squash in storage for the entire winter season. This is Sugar Baby Bush, and I've specifically got the Bush variety because it's not supposed, the vines aren't supposed to grow out so far. It's more contained. So that's what I wanted. That's why I got that. And then this is Desert King Watermelon. I don't know if the color on this video is capturing that, but it's actually yellow on the inside. But the reason I chose this watermelon variety is it's supposed to be very drought resistant. And so I wanted a drought resistant variety to grow in those hay bales that are far away off in the corner of my front yard. In case they don't get as much water as they need, I'm hoping that that will help. And Baker's Farm, shout out to them. They sent a free seed variety. I didn't know what they were going to send, but they didn't charge me for it. They just said they added it in, I guess maybe because I'm a first-time customer. And so it's some lettuce. So that's cool. I was kind of actually wanting a different kind of lettuce. This is Paris Island Cobb, and that'll be good with the butter crunch that I have and the salad bowl greens that I have growing in my planter, my seed tray. So we'll see how that all turns out.